Good morning, Internet, and welcome back to the merry Moonbase. I thought I'd put in a save before I started this, but apparently I then saved over it. So I just started this up. So the pressure in here is quite low. Go over a bit of the automation. So coming up from the beehives, really not a whole lot. I thought there'd be more enriched uranium by now. I mean, I guess technically I only have 2 beehives. Let's open this and see if I can't plant another one. But whatever, it's not like I need the power. So, shipping-wise, it comes up to here. This is set to 25 kilograms. Automation on these, there's a reset, so when you send it to green, it counts 25 and then turns red again. I don't have the automation set up from inside of here yet because I don't know exactly what I want. And then this is a temperature sensor that if it's above a certain temperature, bring the steam from the steam turbines in to cool this stuff down. And then we have, helpful if I connect the pipes. You are off. Should have, yep, I've got the liquid in there. So the nuclear waste is then going up into here. Perfect. Here, well, we're gonna go into debug mode here real quick because I thought this was hilarious and it's easier as a visual. So we're just gonna make a quick tank. And in that tank, we're gonna put in nuclear waste. Let's do 100 kilograms. So bam, pile of nuclear waste. Switch over to liquid view. Now if we put in crude oil. Ooh, wrong place, but whatever, that will evaporate. Petroleum. Supercoolant. And then we can see how it settles out. So nuclear waste is lighter than crude oil and supercoolant, but heavier than petroleum. So it falls directly in between these, which I just thought was hilarious, that it will float on top of crude oil, but underneath petroleum, but also flows on top of supercoolant. Get rid of all that. Okay. So, that's why there's crude oil here. Petroleum, you'd have to have this the other way. But what I want to collect is the rad bolts. And have radiation, or have nuclear waste so I can send it to my other bases, build a smaller compressor to run these. And right now I'm just kind of doing this by hand because I don't need this to get super hot. And we're waiting for the pressure to come up. And then coming out of the middle, the water and nuclear waste hit this tile so the water evaporates so I don't have to worry about my pump sucking it up. And then every once in a while I can do that. That seems like way too much. How come you did not actually stop? Oh, because I was sending it a constant green signal. If you send it a constant green, then it keeps looping. It's a learning process. You're 2/3 of the way up. You're not quite up to 10 kilos yet. And then these pumps are just pumping steam pressure over here so this steam turbine does, something. But yeah, now I've got way too much uranium in there, but this keeps this rail empty, so I don't have to worry about my uranium melting. Sure, we'll take some free barbecue, why not? So yeah, there we go. I'm actually going to get rid of that solar panel, because obviously I don't need it. I'm now going to start producing a whole lot of extra power. I should probably put in some temp shift plates for these generators. That one's in the wrong place. Yeah, so each time this drops stuff, this just means that there'll be a constant pool of these sitting in it, and then the liquid from the steam turbines hits right next to that tile and allows it to come through. And then I've got some doors all set to locked so that I can come in there and fix things, because I'm probably going to break stuff. But you can see how this one is working because these are pushing it over. Probably need this hooked to that pressure gauge as well. Yeah, I should have also hooked that up to pressure. That's a mistake. Why do I keep hearing a noise like someone is stuck? Okay, you should be able to walk through. Well, let's make some tiles over here. I just realized this is uranium ore and the things are going to eat it. Oh, that's also why it does not view that as a separate room, because it sees the other beehive over here. Alright, give that a shot. Alright, well, these are all now running flat out. Yeah, I'm gonna need a pressure sensor in here. This needs to be temperature, not pressure. Or pressure, not temperature. Alright, well, we can also disable you, but it doesn't matter. We just gotta wait for that uranium to... we're out. Luckily, there's plenty of room in here. I made this big so it can absorb all that pressure. And pressure up here. It's getting up there. What's this thing's overheat temperature? Oh, it's the uranium that I'm worried about. I don't want the uranium to melt. Well, we'll hope the steam turbines keep up until it runs out of fuel, because that was a mistake. Alright, and I think I need to do that so that the little guys can hop down there. And let's open you. Oh, you're opening that. Yeah, my automations are still kind of screwed up. The game did crash on me a couple of times, but it seems to be better now. Like, why are you always in the wrong place? Like, the last several times they've dropped a suit, it hasn't been in the first tile, it's been one of these other ones. Which means my other dupes don't come and deliver it. Come on, somebody. I think I'm also gonna do that. And I'm gonna store a suit in here, because, yeah, that just seems like a good idea. think 200 does it. Okay, well the uranium's not too hot. Well, let's drop the pressure. Oh, no, you are cycling. Okay. Not sure I can get you down to 170. Close, though. I might need to double wall. I mean, technically that's a double wall. I don't know how bad airflow deals with it. We'll see. As the amount comes up, we'll see what the radiation does. It's supposed to get quite high. Okay, you guys won't hop down, so I'm going to manually move a B. Do I have to set that to 2, not 200? I don't know how 2 suits got in there. But whatever, as long as there's a couple extra suits, then we're okay. Okay, and... don't need to auto-wrangle, we just want a beatnik at a 9. And we need a young one. Yeah, they're not quite flat out, so that's perfect. And as long as you occasionally turn off, then the water will go the other way. Let's set that to 180. Yeah, so that now will start dumping out the pressure. And then some comes back, and then all of that hot water is just going to dump down here into my big pile of really, really cold water. How can you possibly be trapped? You have the suits in there with you. Okay, why aren't they wrangling that? Who's my... oh. I'm betting that whoever my rancher is in here, I didn't... yeah, Ruby I don't think I've given the priority. Ruby. Priority to ranching. There we go. Oh, over here, I'm starting to clean up the water. So I've got a pump down here, picking up anything. It gets mixed in. Oh, on my way up there. Yeah, it gets mixed in with my main petroleum coming in. Anything that's not petroleum gets dumped over here. And then this filters out ethanol, and then this one filters out basically everything else. Dumps it over in this tank. Which is apparently... yeah, something screwed up in there. I forgot that I separated stuff out. I gotta do something with this tank. That pump doesn't need to do anything. That can do whatever. I just want you to run out of fuel. But at 100 kilograms, that's going to take a long-ass time. But the temperature doesn't seem to be coming up too much. So you cranked up, and now the water's coming back. And then you drop below. Okay, it's not the best, fanciest system in the world, but it should keep dropping the pressure. And then the water I'm feeding to the nuclear reactor just comes from my main water system because I've got an entire rocket full of polluted water, and why not use it? At some point, if need be, I can run this clean water into it, but yeah, right now I am just dumping. Where is that dumping? Right next to this ladder. Yeah, it's just coming straight to here. Which is exactly where I want warm water. Okay, they did not... Let's see that. Do we have another young one? Yes. Okay, I just want them to wrangle it and move it next door. Okay, where's my rancher? It's only their priority one thing. I don't know if I need rad pills, but we're doing it. How many are in here? Oh, we're up to 4 hatches. How is it 19 kilos up there? Yeah, that's a problem. Say 185. That way, as soon as the water comes in, starts cooling it off, it dumps it out. Alright, at some point they will come in and wrangle that guy. Might as well start building this part. Oh, I can't build that there. Okay, we'll do it like that. Alright, and power load on you says it's high, but there's not actually much on there. There's just a whole bunch of stuff down here. It's not actually doing much of anything. You know, the suit docks, doors, a pump. So if you're the launcher, you're going to launch stuff to other planets. I'm probably going to want stuff to come back. So I might as well put this in while I'm thinking about it. And a beacon. Yeah, so you'll shoot that way, hit that reflector, turns around and hits that. Come on, shipping. There we go. And we'll put a container here so I can put the stuff in it. And dump it out into there. Unreachable. Oh yeah, that is one too high. Okay, perfect. Now this is bouncing back and forth more often. Hopefully that'll start to get the pressure down. Is there like a storage thing in here? Because there's one uranium that's getting used up and getting hot, but this other stuff isn't changing temperature at all. So I guess this is the one being actively used, and that's like stored inside of it somewhere. Okay. Yeah, steam turbines are doing fine. That one's a little bit warm. Yeah, they've got supercoolant. We've got plenty of power. Crank it down. Alright, go that way. And launch at 250. And right now it's absorbing 26. And I'm probably going to want to lock that door so my dupes don't run by this. So, let's give them a new door. Look at that, brand new door. I'm the nicest overlord. I'm worried about the temperature of this thing. Now, I might move where this comes out. Because I'm assuming this is getting hot from the steam. If I take out that tile and have the water dump there, the water should flow on top of this and then flash the steam because this will all be hot. Alright, that's the plan once this thing runs out of fuel. Another question is, since there's a blob of liquid here, does this collect more radiation going this way or going the other way? Right now it's at 27. Let's deconstruct it, swap around, and see what happens. Because I thought, in the past I've had the collector part in liquid. And I thought it caused it to collect less. Oh, don't run away, build it. Yeah, see now it's only collecting 17, so it is better the other way. Okay, this is why we test things. So if the collector thing is in liquid, it doesn't collect nearly as much radiation. Which I guess makes sense, but it's not like it's not next to radiation anyway. Ah, nice and rebuilt and back to 27. So this, I think, needs to get over-pressurized before you get lots of radiation out of it. Now it all seems normal. Where are you at on fuel? We're down to 63 in the storage. And I completely forgot I was building a beehive down here. That seems to have worked. And there's a bee stuck in here. What if I can just open that and let him out? Yeah, I still don't have that automation. Yeah, but that automation's working. Weird. Alright, and I want to slowly put in insulated tiles. That way, once this melts, I don't want my bees getting out. And a pit playing with polluted dirt. That's nice of them. Alright, that's just even weirder. Some of my dupes have the build animation, some of them don't. How are you possibly trapped? You have suits. Yeah, that was weird. Some of them were showing the build animation and some of those dupes weren't. Yeah, I definitely gotta put a pressure sensor in here because now those are all blocked up, which means you're now up to full pressure. But it hasn't melted down, so I think I'm going to call that good. Thank you all very much for watching. Nuclear is still very new, but so far, I would say so far this worked, but I only let through one load of fuel and I let through too much, which was a mistake. So you gotta wait many cycles for it to use it all, and then let the pressure drop, and then I can break back in here and fix it. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and hopefully next time I can start shooting radioactive material to other bases, and then I can get my interplanetary launch system working.